Hi, I'm Courtney. Welcome back to Chicken Insight Podcast, where we help you raise strong, healthy backyard flocks with confidence. I'm here with Connie. Today we're talking about planning your flock before the spring rush, making intentional choices about your bird, space, and goals. All right, let's dive in. So, Connie, what is the first step in planning your flock before ordering?
So first of all, you want to keep your goals in mind as to whether you're looking for eggs, meat, or just chickens as pets. Then the second thing that I suggest is checking with your local laws, especially for city folk, to see how many you are allowed to raise and to see if you're allowed to have a rooster. And then the third thing is climate, making sure that you are getting heat or cold hardy chicken.
Yes, those are all good things to think about. I like to think about eggs, meat, or even compost benefits early, which actually ties us into one of our other blogs, Guide to Choosing Breeds to Meet Your Backyard Flock Needs. And we'll include the link in the description if you want to check that one out.
Okay, Courtney, how do you match your flock size to space, time, and labor?
Okay, so I think about space and keeping them happy, remembering that they need 2 to 4 square feet per bird. How much free time I have on my hands. Personally, I'm a mother of 3, so I gotta have to, kind of fit it into my schedule that I already have. So kind of thinking of how long feeding, watering, and caring is gonna take. Is it just gonna be you, or are you gonna have help? If you're gonna have help, that kind of cut your labor in half. So I always like to have at least one helper. Me and my hubby make a good team when it takes care of responsibilities for our chickens. So that's what I like to do. Just think about kind of your schedule now and how chickens would fit into that schedule.
Right? That's something many beginners overlook. And yeah, having too many birds for your space can make the season very stressful.
For sure. And the birds, when they're stressed, you're stressed, right?
Absolutely.
So how can planning a mixed breed flock help smooth production?
So, first of all, ordering different breeds contributes to your flock. Some hens lay early, while others lay all year.
Mm.
And then we have the dual purpose that are laying eggs, but they're growing for your meat production. So, and then some other breeds manage like pest control or keep your compost active.
Yeah, those are great things. Exactly. Pairing layers and dual purpose birds can balance eggs and meat production. So always a good thing to keep that in mind. And when you have different levels of maturity in the birds, and that also helps avoid gaps in production. So great points, Connie. Good job.
Okay, so Courtney, here's another one. What is the perfect time to think about early February ordering and shipping?
So chicken business has gone through the roof over the years, I would say, with my experience. But so early planning and ordering is so important these days because it has become so popular. So availability goes fast depending on what breed you want. Late ordering means late dates, means late layers, means cold weather, shorter days. So just kind of think of that when you go to order and you get it to in the line first, you get an earlier date, you get eggs first. Kind of think of that way. So think about right after the holidays, November, December is a good time to call your hatchery and get your order placed. So the weather and everything that involves around making chickens happy.
That's right, Courtney. Securing birds early means better availability and timing. It's easier to plan when your flock will arrive and fit into your spring schedule. Hopefully, this helps listeners step back and plan intentionally before ordering. Take a moment to write down your goals and compare them to your space and resources.
Yes, good point.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you in the next episode.
Thanks, everyone. Bye for now.